Hey guys, this is Christian from Linktuitive.com, and I'm right now in the most amazing fjord, one of the most beautiful places that I've ever seen. It's a really famous place. This is called Örnestigen, close to Geirangerfjorden. What I wanted to talk to you guys about today is how to learn 2 languages at the same time. And this is something that I've been doing for 2.5 years. I've been learning Cantonese and Finnish all at the same time. It's definitely possible to learn 2 languages at the same time, even difficult ones. So how do you do it? Well, first of all, you need to be okay that when you learn 2 languages at the same time, it's going to slow down the process in each language. That's just a fact. I mean, if you have 2 hours to spend every day and you spend it on one language, of course you're going to learn that language quicker. But if you split that up between 2 languages, let's say an hour each, then of course it's going to be a longer process. So I don't necessarily think this is a bad thing, because with the languages that I learn, like, I take it very seriously. It's something very deep and meaningful whenever I decide to learn a language. Both Cantonese and Finnish have very, very personal and very deep meanings for me to learn them. So I know they're going to be with me for the rest of my life. So that's why I don't care that it's going to take longer. So as long as you just know that, like you're okay with that, then this is not an issue. Cantonese, I have such a passion for the culture I always had since I was very young. So it's going to be there for the rest of my life. I'm in no rush to learn it. I know I'm constantly getting better. That's enough for me. Finnish, well, I'm married to a Finnish woman. Lovely woman is sitting right here. So of course, I'm in no rush. I'm gonna have it for the rest of my life. So I think once you have that attitude, it gets way easier to learn 2 languages. The next challenge that you're gonna be faced with is, how are you actually gonna set aside time for each language? Like, how much you're gonna learn each language. And I know some people say that you should have one language that you have as your main focus, and the other one is your background language. I've taken kind of a slight twist on that method. So what I have done is that I kind of employ the same method, but it's not like, for me, it's Cantonese, it's the #1 all the time, and Finnish is in the background. I kind of switch back and forth. So I'll have a season where I'm kind of going a little bit more for Finnish, like I'm reading really intensely in Finnish and just focusing a lot on that. Then in the next season, I'm going to be focusing more on Cantonese and really like reading more, listening more, and all those things. And so I like to do kind of spurts in each language. Maybe it could be a month, a couple of weeks, 2 months, and then I'll just switch it up. And I don't really have like a particular pattern for how I do that. It's feeling based. It's kind of what I'm feeling. All right, I'm gonna go for Finnish now intensely for a while. And that's also something that's really good and cool about learning 2 languages at the same time, because you never really get bored. Like, sometimes if you get bored with either language, or you get a little bit like feel like you're not making much progress, you can focus a little bit more on the other language, and chances are you're going to see more progress there. You can just go back and forth, and I do both every day, but it's just good to know that if I'm for some reason feeling a bit uninspired with Finnish, then I just do that, my daily goals, and then I move over to Cantonese, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is a lot of fun. In some seasons it's going to be the opposite. So, and I have certain daily goals that I like to accomplish, so I always like to do the minimum. And I do this with reading. I use the app Link, and I make sure that I just read a certain minimum amount of new words. And once I've checked that off the list, I'm done. I'll do more if I have time. If I don't, it's a really busy day, then that's all I do. And you can choose, like, this is 13 words, 25 words, 50, whatever fits. And that will change also in seasons. If I'm doing a kind of a spurt, I might set a higher goal for a season to really kind of see some gains there. But you don't want to do these like sprints or spurts all the time, because it's going to be exhausting. So that's why it really helps to switch in between the languages. Let me know if you guys are learning 2 languages at the same time, and what you guys like to do to keep learning them and keep the momentum going in both languages at the same time. I would love to know that. Comment down below about that. Also, click on, I've got a free guide you can download. Go and download that. I share my best tips for learning languages. Yeah, we're just gonna be here and enjoy this beautiful fjord, and do some road tripping. Thanks you guys for watching.